I'll just make up an example. A particular airplane, we want to spend a lot more money on the future technology versus a competing airplane in our portfolio where we're getting close to decommissioning. So it's a matter of what is the goal of that value stream. And so then we want to apply capacity allocation. So do we need to apply a large amount of money to tech debt? So like think of it like a pie, and each slice of the pie we're gonna break out so that maybe 2/3 is for business value, 1/3 is going to be enablers, which are technical work to enable that business value, and maybe a smaller piece of pie is going to be production maintenance. And so that needs to be reviewed and adjusted, and that can be different by value stream as well. So like a particular product might need a lot of maintenance work, but since we're sunsetting it in the next year, we're going to spend very little of our funds on new features. So that needs to be looked at and reviewed and adjusted on a cadence as well. And then once a significant initiative is identified, we're going to put that in as a lean business case, and then it'll be approved, yes or no, and then it goes into the portfolio backlog, and then it will get delivered, and then we will review it and see if we want to pivot or persevere. Continuous business owner engagement. So business owners and executives are part of the lean portfolio, and so they need to be updated and engaged on a constant basis. One of the most important aspects of a successful lean portfolio management transformation is business owner engagement. If the business owners are not engaged with technology, there's going to be some problems and it might even fail. So establish portfolio flow. So typically, if there's a waterfall portfolio, there's massive amounts of WIP, unlimited work intake. You might be a waterfall organization at the portfolio level might have 100 different projects they're working on, and the only ones that get worked on are the ones that the manager yells the loudest. And so you're constantly working on different things, or you're constantly multitasking, and things don't get done as quickly. And so here in Agile, we match demand to capacity. It's a pull system where when the Agile release train has the capacity, they pull in the work. And so we manage that with a Kanban and WIPs. So here's an example of a portfolio Kanban. The first state on the left, we call that the funnel. All new ideas go into that funnel, and then the lean portfolio management will take a look at it, and then if they like it, they'll put it into reviewing. It'll get a little more detail, and then if they like it still, they're going to put it into analyzing. It'll get more detail, and then if they still like it, they put it into the backlog for the Agile release train or that value stream to deliver, and then it goes into implementing the minimum viable product. And if that's successful, they might persevere, and that might continue for a very long period of time, as long as they're still adding business value. But at some point, the lean portfolio management committee might say, there's other things more important, so we're going to call it done. And so the columns that say reviewing and analyze, there's numbers there, 3. That's, as an example, the WIP limit. So we're only going to review 3 new big ideas at a time. We're only going to analyze 3 big new ideas at a time. So we don't pull one in until one leaves that state. So a little more detail here. These are the words underneath each one of those portfolio Kanban states. We call that exit criteria. What has to be in place for an epic to move from funnel to reviewing? Well, it has to be something that would relate to cost savings, marketplace changes, mergers, acquisitions, problems with existing solutions, or anything else the business can come up with. This is just an example. And so to move from reviewing to analyzing, you have to, let's see here, create the epic hypothesis statement, refine understanding of the epic, and then we're going to whip limit this because the people doing the reviewing, they can't review a million things. Say we have 6 business analysts that are in charge of reviewing epics. Well, maybe the whip limit is 6, so that they're working on one at a time and they can get them done, maybe a few weeks for each one. And so we need to limit the whip of the reviewing and the analyzing. So then we